Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan. Greg, we look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the three.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards for the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the inside, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall with the ball. His last outing with 20 points. Shot clock at 5. Gobert, the screen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Clock's ticking, but Edwards able to deliver, not allowing the shot clock to throw him off his game.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
Back to Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Gobert with the block. McDaniels outside. Driving in. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Wallace with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Holmgren kicks to SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. Count it.
And when you watch Shea play, you sometimes forget he's 6'6" with sneaky length that helps him around the rim.
It seems like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust, not only physically, but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Mark Daigneault gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Kevin, back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Pass to DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Ball's knocked loose. Holmgren with the steal. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Rebound, Minnesota.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Randall passes to Edwards. Four on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off the shot here. And Randall throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick and roll partner.
Wallace outside. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Hands it from downtown.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Gobert the screen. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
And the Thunder making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That'll be... His second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
To the wing right side. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Mitchell outside. And the Thunder another three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Edwards. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Over SGA. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Williams against McDaniel. Pass to Mitchell. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Outside Williams. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 10-point game. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth as teams prepare for the playoffs.
It always helps when you can spread out your minutes. Prevent stars from being overworked and diminish the risk of injury.
Osumu, he's checked in for Minnesota. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
And he gets the bucket.
With or without the ball, Randall moves so well for a big.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's SGA. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
On the wing, Dosunmu. SGA defending. Back to Randall. Outside Edwards. Crafty move. Outside for Randall. And the 3 off target.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Up and in on the layup. Randall's got 6.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Mitchell looking it over. Julius Randle with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards slams it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Mitchell. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside, Reid from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the well.
The Thunder leading by 7. Mitchell outside. Caruso, the pass to Williams. Williams has a screen for Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Reid with a screen on Mitchell. Edwards kicks to Reid. Knocked loose and stolen by Wiggins. Here's Dort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities. And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Dort a screen on Edwards. Mitchell kicks to Dort. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 10. Wiggins drives in. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Here's McDaniels, and it's off from three-point range. Pass to Caruso. Here's Holmgren. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Holmgren's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, the energy was there. The communication was there. I think they can build on this going forward.
Wiggins is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you so much. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Anderson, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Dort. Wants to get it to Holmgren, and does. Back to Dort, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Lauri Markkanen and the Utah Jazz.
And that game against Portland, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Pass to Dort. Wiggins outside. For 3, Holmgren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Holmgren's got 8 points.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Reed gets the bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wiggins finds Mitchell. Dort is screen on DiVincenzo. Outside, Dort. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 7. And here is DiVincenzo. 17 points for him last game against the Golden State Warriors. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Caruso. Here's Barrington, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. SGA is checked in for Alex Caruso. And let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Dort. From downtown, down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
SGA drives, the defense collapses on him, and then he finds the open teammate. Textbook stuff from an all-star.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Outside, Reed. They double him with Wiggins. That one drops for him. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Dosunmu. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, Reed. Rebound by Mitchell. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Count that one for Dort. 10 points for him.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Mitchell against DiVincenzo. Pass to Dosunmu. They set the pick. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. It's been a strong season for him. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Well, he understands his role. He's one of their enforcers, but he also helps them win the battle of possession.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Dort.
Yeah, this is a big part of SGA's game, drawing fouls, and he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Both free throws good from SGA. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
For 3, Edwards nails it.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's SGA. He's got 12. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
Well, it's been SGA's night, whether it's in the half court or out in transition.
Edwards with it. 15 points in the game. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 14 points. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Holmgren the pass to SGA. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Mitchell against DiVincenzo. Inside, here's Berenger. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Down low. Out to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. To the inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, he's just too long and too quick off the floor. That was an easy one for Holmgren.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside, Edwards. Reed with a screen on SGA. Edwards with a tough shot.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Beringer pulls it down. Berenger's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Anderson. Launches it from deep. And no good. Williams with the defensive effort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Left side, Williams. Over to the left wing. For 3, Holmgren. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards passes to Randall. Pass to Highland. Randall a screen on SGA. Highland passes to Edwards. Over Wallace. That misses off the basket. Oklahoma City leading by 12 to the paint. Here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
Randall outside. And the shot goes in. Randall's got 8 points.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice defense from McDaniel.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Outside, Edwards. No good from outside. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
It's a very exciting group. We get to watch them grow. The league has adjusted to them along the way, but they've adjusted back.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Thunder.
Some teams.
And that'll do it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard. Pass to Randall. Great D that time from Hartenstein. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards downhill. And he lays it straight in. Edwards got 19 points.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniel. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Williams. Edwards against Wallace. Edwards drives in. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Edwards against Wallace. Back to Holmgren. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The later we get in the season, the hotter these teams have got. They're shooting leader since the All-Star break in the NBA. The Timberwolves, number 1.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Minnesota making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Randall from outside. Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniel. And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. Timberwolves trail by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Randall with a screen for McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Can they get it? And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Wallace. Holmgren's got 17.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Back to Dosunmu. Lets the 3 fly. The Thunder pull it in. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen on Randall. Pass to Hartenstein. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Kevin?
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Joe Barry's checked in for the Timberwolves. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Anthony Edwards.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, 14 points for him. Williams kicks to SGA. Shot clock at 5. The Thunder with another miss.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Reed with a screen for Edwards. Driving the lane, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Got one on Holmgren. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish. They trust one another. And when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
An already legendary trash talker and fiery competitor, Edwards' hunger to win and be an all-time great is apparent.
Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Minnesota with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Edwards, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams. Oh,
nice! Look at that. Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Ball is with a screen on Reed. Holmgren against Reed. Yes! And the foul. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens. That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Randall's checked in for Naz Reid. SGA against McDaniel. Wallace with the screen on Edwards. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Williams is one of the most dynamic players we have in this league. That time really showing you his handle.
Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the middle, Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
The Thunder have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Holmgren right side. Hartenstein against Gobert. Count that one. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for the Thunder. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over in the corner, McDaniels fires the three. On the wing, Dosunmu. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Offline with the baseline jumper.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For Oklahoma City, Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Dort comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on SGA. Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Dosunmu. Puts up a deep three. Dort grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Mitchell. And it's SGA in the corner. 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Randall, and there's the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Randall's got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota. Oklahoma City has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. SGA on the drive. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Caruso. Gobert in for Edwards. This one for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Here's Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards finds Dosunmu. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Randall passes to Anderson. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Wiggins with the bounce pass. Back to Williams. Gobert against Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. Wiggins a screen on Anderson. Clock at 6. With some arc. And yes, it's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Edwards against Mitchell. Randall is doubled. Edwards with it. He's got 29 points. 6 to shoot. Here's Dosunmu. Oh, good with the triple. Thunder trailing by 3. Williams dishes to Mitchell. Williams kicks to Dort. Gobert with the block. Anderson outside. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Holmgren in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
That free throw, no good. The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. That one is no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Caruso. And that one is stuffed right through.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. And he drives in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Caruso finds Holmgren. Good, nice job down low. Holmgren's got 24 points.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
The kick out to Anderson. Puts up a 3. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Caruso. It's good. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Connects from 3-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Keeping his options open, Randall would rather pass out if his look isn't there.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. 14 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Wiggins. And he overshot that one, missing. The Timberwolves shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Randall outside. Randall is doubled. Anderson passes to Dosunmu. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Mitchell.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Pass to Holmgren. Banked in off the glass. Holmgren's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And Oklahoma City making a change here. SGA's checked in, and then for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Randall. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dosunmu. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Being more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
Well, his job there was to get them the lead, and he did that.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Anderson outside. Reid with a screen on Caruso. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Caruso finds Mitchell. Outside, Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Anderson against Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 1. Reid with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's McDaniels off with the layup.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
From outside the arc. Dead-eye shooting from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we continue to see SGA putting in that work on extending his range. He knows how important that is.
Edwards against SGA. To DiVincenzo. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot. DiVincenzo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets it in there.
There are few guards in this league that do as much damage in the paint as Gilgeous-Alexander. He may be the best we have.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Outside Edwards. A three, and another three for Minnesota.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Mitchell from the arc. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And here is DiVincenzo. Anderson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the steal. Caruso against Anderson. Caruso kicks to Dort. Pass to Mitchell. Edwards against SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent touch around the rim.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Anderson outside. Reid with a screen on Caruso. Anderson dishes to Edwards. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Nailed from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Caruso against Anderson. Yes, that goes in. Caruso's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Alex Caruso. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Mitchell. And a change for the Timberwolves. Randall's checked in. Outside, Reed beyond the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Holmgren with a screen on it. Wallace kicks to Williams. SGA on the wing. McDaniels defending. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. DiVincenzo against Williams. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. And that one is good.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Holmgren. Now Williams. Yep, that goes down.
Well, Williams is just so poised out there. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Now here's Randall. Now Reed. Randall outside. Shoots the 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And perimeter scoring. I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
SGA leaves it in off the window.
And this team is counting on SGA in these exact situations. He is the man in their key offensive moments.
1:41 left to play here in the 4th. Edwards, count it. Nice touch.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through with the clutch.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Edwards against Wallace. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries from 10. Nails the jumper.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall a screen on Wallace. Edwards bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. From 12 feet. The shot is off. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Edwards drawing the double team. And taken away by Wallace. And he capitalizes on the breakaway, laying that baby in.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. From outside, Hartenstein with the rebound. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here. Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Edwards fires. 3. Good.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Well, you need the 3 here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.